Peace and blessings. My previous video was about the post-2020 election, the national presidential election, entitled The Unpacking, Systemic. I want to go a little deeper in one aspect of what I brought out in that video and target those who are, who are challenging the validity of Mr. Biden's victory, challenging the electoral certification, the vote certification. And I want to entitle this one today, The Down Low of the Down Ballot. The Down Low of the Down Ballot. And the reason I'm pausing, because it's just interesting to me as we go through this, because this is really can be a good case study or a good study in colleges, in undergrad, as well as in graduate level, as well as in high school, actually. And in speaking in the high school, so I won't digress too much. One of the biggest crimes that have happened in our education system in this country is the removing of civics from our schools. Because with the study of civics, our students will learn how the government is supposed to work as opposed to how it is working or how it is functioning. And then we can have an analysis to see how we can improve with the young minds coming up if they have ideas to improve on the democracy. So with the removal of civics, we have this. People not understanding how the process works, but yet will want to pontificate on how it should work. All right, the digression is over. So for purposes of a quick review, when I did my previous video or post, The Unpacking, I spoke about aspects of the assertion of those who do not agree with Mr. Biden's victory in November 3rd, 2020. And within that, I broke down various aspects from the Dominion machines to, in essence, how to conduct a comprehensive investigation when you're looking to solve an issue or solve a problem. Which leads me into today, which is like I said, the down low on the down ballot. And the reason how I came up with it is what I find quite interesting as I speak the next few hours or next couple of days. We're going to have those who won election, some who are incoming House representative members who are challenging the election and the victory of Mr. Biden, but yet they won their seats in the same election. Pause. Okay, so it's quite interesting to me that's not continuing to be brought up. So if they want to overturn or throw out the votes that gave Mr. Biden the win, ergo, they should be throwing out the votes that helped them to win. And some of them won on more narrow margins than Mr. Biden won against Mr. Trump. So one could postulate that their seats are, I was going to say fraudulent, but it's not fraudulent. Their seats should come into question. Their seats, there's a possibility that if it's a further examination, if we're going to go with what they're asserting on Mr. Biden's win, the further examination could actually have them not have won their seats. But yet they will stand up, which some of them are doing, and loudly speaking and saying there's widespread voter fraud, but yet they're not infusing the fact that their seats were won under the same election. And I purposely repeated myself because I want that to sink in. I want it to marinate. And that's why I wanted to do this post, just to drive that point home. And also, again, to reiterate, like I did in the previous post, the unpacking, systemic, the need to vote, like people did in this election, and what needs to happen in subsequent elections, specifically the midterms, as well as 2024 and beyond. And along with that, not only just the national elections, but the state and local elections that you have in your areas, so that your voice can be heard and that outcomes will represent the will of the people, not those who want to get up, who are, unfortunately, some who are elected officials, and as my brothers in hip hop would say, spit nonsense that is not comprehensive at all, and speak to you or us in a manner in which we don't think. All of us are not those who don't think. Some of us do critically think and say, okay, if what you're saying is right and exact, and there is widespread fraud in elections, that means your seat also should come into question. So with that being said, Hotep, I pray that each and every one of you stay healthy, stay well, get outside, enjoy yourself, laugh a little, laugh a lot actually, get some exercise and get some rest. Peace.